on the name list. And ladies and gentlemen, what I want to emphasize is a name list is a list of people who may or may not join your business. It's one of the tools you need in your MLM business. And it is like raw material for your network. Are we together? It is like raw material for your network. Take note, this is not a list of people who you think might be able to join your business, but it is a list of people. It is a list of people. This is people who you think breathe, people who have ears, who have the capability of perceiving your business. And it is the most vital tool you can use to build your network. Remember, this is not a list of people you think will join the business, but rather a list of people who can breathe. When you make a name list, you have to do the same with your business partners. Every time you have to preach it in your network. And what you need to understand is that there are three kinds of people in network marketing. We have people we call posers. We have people we call posers. There are people we call amateurs and professionals. Now, everyone starts as a poser because we don't understand what we are doing. We are like children. We're like a kid with a gun who basically has a gun and keeps on shooting everywhere he finds entirely without no formal training. Let me give you the characteristics of a poser. A poser is someone who never makes a name list. That's one thing for sure. And they make a mental list of 3, 4, 5 people they hope will join their business. And their entire future is based upon those 3 or 4, 5 people. So they think, once I get this person into the business, my network is done. Not knowing that that person they anticipated might be able to work is someone who might reject them in one way or another. Their career is very short-lived, posers. And these make 80%, unfortunately, of the networkers we have in the world. They solely and primarily, most of the time, rely on luck. Now, I want to encourage everyone on this presentation not to live in the poser category for so long. Get trained, get the basic training. And when you jump out of the poser mentality, you basically run to what we call the amateur kind of networker. Now, amateurs also have characteristics, and this is what makes up an amateur. First and foremost, an amateur is driven by excitement, not skill. Are we together? They never attend trainings to learn the skills. They are masters at prejudging. Every time, they basically prejudge, what should I call it? They prejudge people on a daily basis. I mean, when they basically write a name list, they start prejudging that this person, I think he will be interested. This one might not be interested. That is a very bad spirit when it comes to writing your name list.
It's totally different.
Amateurs.
And all you have to do is just a few things.
I don't believe in faking it till you make it. You know what entrepreneurism is, right? It's the greatest self-discovery process in the history of mankind. And you learn more about yourself, what you don't know, your resiliency, how tough you are, what your weaknesses are by being an entrepreneur. It's probably the greatest self-discovery program in the history of the world. It's also this. It's the greatest self-improvement program with the highest compensation package possibly attached to it too. That's what entrepreneurism is, a self-improvement program with massive compensation package attached to it. And that's why too many of you are too focused on growing your company and not focused enough on growing you.
Sorry for that. So I was saying amateurs are people who are masters at prejudging. As they write their name list, they basically have this notion that this one might join, this one might not join. They keep basically prejudging. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be successful in this business, do not play God. Put everyone on the name list, show them the opportunity, let them make a decision on their own. All together. Amateurs will make a small list of people they think will join. The small list starts to diminish within a few days. Let's say they write like 100 names. When the list starts to diminish within a few days, they start panicking, hoping that everyone they knew might not be able to join the business. Now their anxiety levels grow high. Now their biggest fears as amateurs is for them to run out of people to talk to in the business. Are we together? And then we have a class of people we call professionals. Ladies and gentlemen, every one of us should work towards becoming a professional. Now, a professional, when they are developing a name list, they start with a written list of at least 200 names. Let me tell you one thing. Every one of us knows at least over 200 people. There's a World Health Organization report that says a normal human being who is not a psychotic problem case has over 200 people they know. Within their center of influence, they know at least 200. If you're not normal, probably you need to seek psychiatric attention. Let me give you an example. Where you went to in primary, in secondary, where you went to in high school, university, the people you associate with in your church, you cannot fail to think about 200 people. You know, the simple thing you need to do is write down the names. Do not start prejudging them. Now, before you know it, when you look at those categories, you can even come up with as many as 500 to 1,000 names. So your role is to put the names down on list. It is a mental process that basically gets you to what you want. You realize that you know so many people. You might not have their numbers, but in due time, as you basically go along, you might be able to get the numbers from other people. So just simply write down the names. Professionals are committed to adding names to the list on a daily basis. Every time you sit in a taxi, every time you sit in a car, every time you go to a gathering, every time you go to a march, to church, you're going to pick out names and add them to your name list. Your name list is a growing concern. Every single day, new names get onto it. So it is simply a notebook. I prefer basically getting what we call a counter book. Write the name, the number, the name, their contact number, or basically their email address entirely, and how you know them, or the status. So they maintain posture. They have many options from their list. Let me tell you one thing. If you add 2 names to your name list, in a week, that is 14 names. When you multiply those 14 names by 4 weeks in a month, you'll notice that you have so many people you add to your name list every other day. Professionals do not panic. Are we together? So how do you make a name list? Start with the people you know. That's the first class. Now, it's very important. It's very difficult to call on strangers because there's no emotional attachment. This is why when you refer me to someone on WhatsApp, I ask you, have you introduced me? Because when you go as a stranger, anybody can go to WhatsApp groups like on Jumia and it starts contacting people, but there's no emotional attachment there. So it's more important, it's more difficult calling on stranger than people you know. Your list should have at least 200 names plus. Now, out of a random list of 10 people, there may be one person waiting for you to discover them. There may be one person waiting for you to discover and develop them because there are people who want to do this professionally. All together. Do not prejudge anyone. Don't play God and decide for others. First, show them the opportunity. Let them make a decision. And I know sometimes it might not turn out very fine, but your role is to simply show them the opportunity. Then also use the memory jogger technique. Memory jogger technique has like 20 categories. Now, let me give you classes of people. If you think you should write down classes of people you can target. Now, the first category is you have family. Look at your relatives, look at your parents, look at your brothers, your sisters. You can come up with 20 names from that category. We're talking about the memory jogger. Then we have high school. Look at the people you went to school with. You can come up with 20 names. You do not have to have the numbers, but in due time, you'll start looking for them. College or university, where you went to university or college. Write down 20 names in that category. Past work experiences, the former jobs you did entirely. Write down 20 names. All together. Then the current work you're on right now. Write down 20 names. Look at your wedding list if you're already married. Look at your neighborhood. Come up with 20 names in that category. Look at clubs, organizations, PTA associations, Rotary, Lions Club. Come up with 20 names, clubs. Look at the sports activities you're engaged in. Look at the church or mosque where you pray from. Look at all those professional associations. Some of you are teachers, some of you are lawyers. Look at the location of the country, of the different countries you might basically expand your business. Look at places like Dar es Salaam, Lusaka, Kampala, Kinshasa, Koboko, Fort Portal, Nairobi. Look at all those places altogether. Come up with 20 names in each category, depending on location. Then vacation. Who do you know? Vocation. Who do you know is a lawyer? Who do you know is a doctor? Who do you know is a dentist? Who do you know is a teacher altogether? So, ladies and gentlemen, as you do that, you cannot fail to come up with over 200 names. Now, the other thing I want you to do is expand your name list on a regular basis. Keep your list near you at all times. You could even walk with a very small notebook, which is pocket size. Every time you meet someone on the street, an OB you had forgotten about, you write down their name and their number. At night, you go and put it in a bigger book where you keep your name list altogether. And then keep expanding your list by adding names of new friends. Every time you go to an event, let me tell you one thing, human beings are social animals. You might be invited to a birthday, to any sort of party, engage people. A networker is someone who has an inbuilt-in radar to detect prospects. When you go to a party, you don't stand in a corner alone. You spot someone who's standing alone, strike out and start a conversation. Kindly, on a daily basis, set a goal of 2 to 4 names on a daily basis, at least 2 to 4 names on a daily basis. Before you know it, in a week, that's 14 people. Get 14 times 4 weeks. In a month, that is close to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 48 people. If you multiply that 48 by 1 year, we are talking about hundreds of thousands of people there. So when you go to parties, when you go to churches, meetings, and in the bus or taxi, make sure you add some names. Ladies and gentlemen, and I just want you to understand one thing, that building a name list is a continuous process. Yes, it might look like a very not necessary process, but I want you to understand that every time you do it, you will never run out of people. There is a mindset, there is a way of life you're supposed to live as a network. So today, as we finish our presentation with a lot of this confusion I had in the morning, I would like to share this affirmation I normally use on a daily basis. Because I have migrated from a section where I look for only people who have $100, $500. I declare this affirmation on a daily basis, and you can add it to your toolbox. When I'm bathing, when I wake up in the morning, when I'm moving around, I'm not with anybody, I basically affirm this statement 10 times to 20 times to 30 times on a daily basis. So you can put it in your toolkit. And for now, I want you to write it down. And if you feel 10,000 is too much, you can go ahead and change it. But every single day when I wake up, as I go to my bathroom, as I go to brush, as I go to do some push-ups, I have to declare every day that I am so happy and grateful to God that every person I share this opportunity with starts with a gold package of over 10,000 US dollars. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're attending this training, I want you to switch on your screen, and we are going to affirm this 10 times. I repeat, 10 times before we basically accept contribution from everyone who has been learning. 10 times. And we are going to go together on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I am so happy and grateful to God that every person I share with starts with a gold package of 10,000 US dollars and above. That is 1. I am so happy and grateful to God that every person I share this opportunity with starts with a gold package of 10,000 and above. I am so happy and grateful to God that every person I share this opportunity with starts with a $10,000 package and above. I am so happy and grateful to God that every person I share with starts with a gold package of 10,000 US dollars and above. I am so happy and grateful to God that every person I share this opportunity with starts with a gold package of 10,000 US dollars and above. I am so happy and grateful to God that every person I share this opportunity with starts with a $10,000 package and above. I am so happy and grateful to God that every person I share this opportunity with starts with a $10,000 package and above. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 times until you finish. Are we together? Let me tell you one thing about affirmations. It is like declaring what you desire in the universe to create it for you. You know, the world was created with a word. Now you have to declare exactly what you want. If you want $100 signups on a daily basis as a business builder, that is what you will receive. But you have to set your intention out in the world. All together. I reached a point I signed up so many people with $100 and I said, no, I have to basically start affirming things that basically can push. Because if you sign up one person over 10,000 US dollars and you have a strong side, that means in binary commission, you're going to get $800 direct referral and $800, which is binary, which is $1,600. $1,600 is 6 million Ugandan shillings. But you have to intend it. You have to affirm it on a daily basis. Now, what is my take for you today? Guys, let's sit down, write our name list. Write our name list like never before. A list of not less than at least 200 people. And let me tell you one thing, you'll be amazed at the number of people you know. There are even people you signed up in other network marketing companies and they did not join. I mean, they did not like those businesses. But when you get back to them, you can call them and tell them, I have discovered the way we can be able to recover the money we lost in the other companies. Use that script. It's not so hard. And if it says no, it is okay. Press next. Are we together? If they say no, press next, because naturally, you'll find that those people are in their comfort zone. Let me tell you one thing. Everyone is following you to see your success, to make a decision to either join or basically back out. So the name list, it is a must do. It is a toolkit within a network as what? Toolbox. Are we together? So at this moment, let us have some interactions. I want to remind you, if you're in Kampala, even if you're not in Kampala and you want to travel from up country, or my friends, others, you'll be following us live on Facebook. We are going to stream the event live. On Saturday, we have a super Saturday. We have an event at Imperial Royal Hotel. It's going to have mega presentations. You're going to listen in from stories of people who went to Dubai and what they acquired there, but you're also going to have a business presentation for all your guests. Kindly attend and be a part of this excitement. Events drive business. Every time you organize an event, there's so many people who get excited. Human beings are social parks. They like to make decisions when they see large numbers of people congregating at the same time. So invite massively, come and attend, learn some more. And we do know one thing, by the end of December, you'll be one of the people testifying of the goodness of PGI. But kindly upgrade your package. If you've been on the $300 package, $100 package for a very long time, kindly find a way, because you're not testing anymore. Find a way to push your package at least to 1,000, go to 5,000, to basically have an income that people can say, this is worth it entirely. I'm opening the lines for discussions, sharing. What have you learned? You can ask any questions, and then we can take it from there. We have only 8 minutes for this session to run out. Anybody, you can unmute yourself. Mr. Ivan Nduhuchire, my brother from another mother. You can unmute yourself and say something. Super leader. Ivan. Okay, Mr. Twebaze from Fort Portal. Kindly mute yourself.
Yes, morning, Asaf.
Good morning, Mr. Twebaze.
Yeah, I'm grateful for your presentation, really, and I got everything that you are presenting very well. Now, we never had echoes like that last time.
Yes, yes.
Now,
yes.
I just have a simple question. I wanted to find out whether you can share with us some of this presentation, because I am starting. I'm going to be starting doing my presentations in Photopoto.
Okay.
And is it possible we can share this this thing you are sharing us with on Zoom, so that we can also give it to our teams down here?
No, that's
my
very fine.
question.
What you do, you just need to send me your email address on WhatsApp, and then I can forward you every presentation I do here. But I'm also putting them on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'll send me your email on WhatsApp, and I'll be able to forward you every presentation that we do.
Okay, great. I'll do that.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Hussein. Crypto Prince.
Good morning,
sir.
Good morning, each and everybody here. Thank you for the presentation. Today, I've been a little bit tight with some other presentation, and I joined lately. So I will kindly share tomorrow. Today, allow me stay quiet.
Okay. Brother Ivan.
Yeah.
Brother Ivan Nduhuchire. Okay, I think, yes, my sister in Arua, Koboko, Esther. Sorry you came in early and we had technical issues, but I think we finally caught up. You have anything?
Oh, surely.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, Leader Asaf. Thank you so much for what you're doing. It is true. I was here, brother.
Yes,
From
Asaf.
Ivan is back.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, hold on a bit. Let's first talk to Madam Esther.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, what you have shared is exactly what is happening in my place here. I have this name list. I have very many people, both scammed ones and new ones. I don't know, their fear here is just so much. I can't believe that up to now, I cannot succeed to have anybody from around. I have tried to make a name list from outside Koboko. Still, I am not succeeding. I don't know what the secret is or what the bondage is all about, but I have not stopped. I am continuing. I was trying to push on my own, but I am hitting a snag somewhere, maybe which I will share with you later.
Okay.
Thank you, but I'm not about to give up. I am continuing.
That is the
and I
spirit of the winner.
Continuing to prospect and making the list. My list is now very long. I pray that one day some of the members on my list will come aboard. Thank you. Let me give my brother Ivan the opportunity.
Okay. Sooner or later, they are
Yeah.
going to make a decision. Mr. Ivan, unmute yourself, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Asaf. I salute you, my brother.
Yes.
For the wonderful great job that you're doing. And I'm called Nduhuchire Ivan, and I think I'm in this industry over the last 8 years.
Yes, sir.
At least I've done some network marketing. I've traveled different countries, and at least I have a good follow-up. At least I can have some people who are listening to me, and we move the business together. And you guys, according what you're sharing, Mr. Asaf, it is the one of the best key that it can create people to become successful. One, in network marketing, what I learned is that you don't need to never give up on something. Because network marketing, somebody can find you on foot, and maybe they see this person is stupid or what, but one day, 1 second, you will be in a Range Rover Sport.
Wonderful.
Because all about we are looking at the people that we have are the ones that having money. Actually, when you join network marketing, the people that know you, they will not believe in you. Your brothers, they will not join you. Your sisters will not join you. People who will make you successful are the people that don't know you. And you don't need to stay in one position. You need to move around. If you talk to like 100 people today and they refuse, it doesn't mean that they have stopped your success. And by the way, you don't need to stop sharing. Those are the same people after your success, they will start looking for you. There you will have a market. They will say, hey, this person talked about this and we did not listen. And now we can look for you and we talk to you about the business that you've been sharing with us. So in network marketing, 1, you need to believe in yourself. 2, you need to know the concept you're presenting to people, because people listen and they want to see what you're sharing. And some of them, they want to hear, are you successful?
True.
What you've been sharing, is it there? Have you made money in it? So when you talk to many people and they refuse, some they will reject you, some they will join you. But at the end of the day, after your success, trust me, people, you will be having different people, even you don't know where they are coming from. So in network marketing, it is the industry that can make you a billionaire. We have been in this industry and we have done different parts of networks. We have traveled, we have moved somewhere, somehow. But at the end of the day, I know that if I'm doing this company and the company is still existing, me, I cannot stop. Whether you join me or not, I will continue moving the business. So, Madam Esther, never give up, keep sharing, keep inviting new people. One time, one day, you will get the people that are really looking for something of what you're looking for. Then it means
Thank you.